101. See,
what's going on? What's happening? What it is? And welcome back. But actually, welcome for the first time. This is what Ludacris was talking about, y'all. We back. Welcome back. Welcome to Culture 101 for the first time. This is you hearing us for the first time. Again, I am Trist. I am posted.
So you just gonna say Culture 101 like?
We're getting to that.
Okay. Let's just slide that through there.
You just want to jump a whole gun.
I'm gonna be quiet.
Okay. All right. You know what? And that's why we're going to send it down to Texas first. And we're going to introduce that lovely lady down in Texas first. That's right. Because it's hot. And I don't know how much longer she's going to be with us. Because, it's really hot there.
I've been melting little by little every single day. It's literally been triple digits like the entire summer. I don't know. This ain't the same heat we grew up in. Global warming is real.
You've been saying that. And I feel
this ain't the same she talked about last year. Remember, she was all, "Ooh, it's so warm in Texas." Yeah.
No, but
this is how that works.
The hottest summer across the nation. Period. So global warming is real, y'all. Y'all try to stay hydrated, put your sunscreen on, stay in the house if you can, because it's been ridiculous, but fun nonetheless. It's been a fun summer. I will say that. I've been outside, y'all. I've been outside.
How many margaritas you had?
Give me one margarita. Y'all know the words.
We made a deal with Angel. It's our official song now. Shit's crazy.
Oh, okay. That chick Angel, come on the podcast. You and Kev on stage. We would love to have y'all.
I guess we should pass it over to Merlin before things get too crazy.
Not I guess.
Fine.
Right. It's not I guess. What's up, y'all? It's Sean the Don in the house. I'm so happy to be back, y'all. I miss fucking out with y'all.
It does feel good. Like a warm blanket or like a Leatherman jacket. It just feels right. This feels right.
It feels right.
You never put on your man's Leatherman jacket.
Like a weighted blanket when it's not too... Like a weighted blanket.
Yes.
It's not too fucking heavy.
Yeah, that's
or the right pair of gym shoes. You slip right into them like, ooh, you knew these were it. You knew you about to bounce right in them. That's never happened. Okay, it's just me. It's just me. Yeah. That's fine.
Go with the way we might as well proceed.
What have y'all been up to this weekend? What's going on with y'all?
So I was outside in Houston all weekend.
How did you survive? How are you not a puddle?
That's a great question. I mostly went out at nighttime. I didn't do too much during the day. It wasn't a day party type of weekend for me. Anyway, I went down for one of my great friends, Shonda's her bridal shower was on Sunday, and as a bridesmaid, we had to set up.
You look so cute.
Everything turned out perfect. She loved it. We all had a good time. I'm like, if this is just a bridal shower and we turn up like this, I can't wait for the bachelorette trip. I can't wait for the reception.
This is just a bridal shower. Y'all didn't even. When's the bachelorette party?
They have so many parties now just because people get married.
Yeah,
it's kind
of. Does it happen? Is it that rare now? I feel like the more rare something is, the more parties that happen around it. You know what I mean?
Facts. The bachelorette party is at the end of this month, actually, in Miami. So we are taking a girls trip to Miami, but it's not going to be like the girls trip you hear where they stop being friends afterwards. Like, we're all going to be friends.
Well, y'all going to be good friends at the end of this. They're going to have all new secrets and packs and stuff. They'll be like, what happens in Miami, it stays in Miami. It's just going to stay there.
Exactly.
First of all, that voice you just did. What happens in Miami?
Because it was accurate.
It was given.
It was accurate. That's exactly how it's going to sound. Like I'm in the room with them.
Well, damn, I'm jealous. My weekend was so boring. All I did was go to the pool with one of my homegirls. Shout out to Marie.
All you did. That's a whole vibe. What you mean?
Let me tell y'all what happened though. So we went to her pool instead of the pool at this apartment complex because this one always has kids. So we're like, okay, let's go to Marie's. Of course, somebody's having a fucking party for a 2-year-old that day. So it's just endless kids. But high-rise apartments, they don't really give the bring your kids to the pool vibe. Like, that's not what that's giving. Child. Then there's one little boy, he had to be like 11 years old, kept jumping in the fucking hot tub with us. Oh my God, we were so mad.
He saw pretty lady
around kids.
What's up?
Whose complex is this that has a hot tub? Whose complex is this that has
in a pool? This is Marie. Yes, that's
this
nice.
Is all you did. All I did was get in the hot tub this weekend, be in the pool. Oh my, that's all I did. Okay, all right.
But it was fun. That was fun. But I'm saying it wasn't as fun as Leslie's fun. I saw her fucking it up on the gram.
Girl, it was a good time. Good time.
You know what? For all the ridiculousness that happened this weekend, I don't think I was really on the gram. I felt like I maybe spent 5-6 minutes on the gram all weekend.
Means you were really in the moment.
I suppose
That's
so.
good.
That's real.
What did you do?
Oh, it was my sister's wedding this weekend. That's why I guess I was in the moment.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
How was it?
It was fine. You know, they did their thing. They went through with it. They're married. It's a whole thing. Everybody saw
Why
it.
you say it like that?
No, it was a good time.
Like it was going to be a runaway bride situation.
Right. But no, it was a good time. It was nice. Got to meet her husband. Oh my God, that sounds so crazy to say. We got to really meet her husband's family because they've been dating for so long. They've been dating for like over a decade. So this was low-key inevitable.
High school, right?
Yeah, man. So it's out there. So
That's
congratulations from Culture 101.
Yeah.
Dakota and Sydney. Out here married.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I see y'all. It's a beautiful thing. But no, it was good. Got to see the fam. Got to meet some more of his fam. We got lucky with the weather, except it started to torrential downpour. Like a storm came out of nowhere, like during the reception. Because we were at because they didn't have the reception on the same day. They split it up. So it was because they got married on Thursday and the reception's on Saturday. And so then, like, I was taking my grandmother home. I was going back, and like I got caught in like the nastiest. Like it was low-key a hurricane that kind of happened. That came through Illinois for like a good 30 minutes. It was kind of
gosh.
But other than that, that was probably the only hitch. But this is what the great thing. It was hot before that. The little hurricane came in. It was like 65 degrees after that. So thank you, hurricane.
Okay, got it nice and cool.
I got to go. I got a run in that night. It was nice. It was real decent. So yeah.
I got to run in. Little workout flex.
And the most important thing happened when I went home. Got to go skating too. It was great. Got to get on the rink, so that was important.
Was Taylor there?
No. It was just myself and my mother. I took my mother skating. It was nice.
That's cute.
That was nice.
I love that. Yeah.
Can your mom backwards skate?
She used to be able to. Now I don't want to hate on her skate game. I just feel like she's not going to super attack the moves now. But she doesn't do it. Okay. So I feel like I just need to get her some skates and then be like, now you have no excuse.
Do it a little more, yeah.
Exactly. You just need to come skate. Because, skate is life. Get that roll in. Hey guys, what's going on? It's your main man, Trist, and you are now tuned in to Culture 101. Well, I guess we got to jump into it. There's been people talking about it, people calling for it. Brother stopped me on the street the other day. He said, hey man, what's up with the bulletin board, big dog? I ain't heard nothing about it. And I was like, dog, just hold on. We're going to get it right. And so, it's time for the bulletin board. It's time for the bulletin board. Drop it on him. Drop it right on.
I was like, hey, and you just like, you right back out. Like,
we're doing something new. It's a whole, it's a culture shift. It's a culture shift out this bitch. Okay?
That was a culture shock. Okay. Ooh, that was nice. Well, I'm happy to be back and bringing y'all the latest news stories. But of course, since this is our first episode back all year, I'm going to do it a little differently for today. Kind of.
How different? How different are you going to do it?
It's going to be very different. We're just going to basically recap what's been happening all year. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to go with the biggest headline for each month, or what I consider to be the biggest headline, Don't debate me, debate your mama if you disagree. But we're going to start with January.
Said what she said.
That's what I said, okay? So there, you know how we do with the bulletin. There's always a mixture of some outrageously funny. Some is a little more serious. Some has to do with death. Like, it's gonna be a mixture in there. So just walk with me. I know.
So now we know this about to be sad already. How we start off the gate sad?
But it's going rapid fire though, so it'll be quickly sad.
It'll be quick.
Okay, go ahead.
So we're not gonna be super in depth, but the first one starting in January. I don't know if people forgot, but we did start off January rough with murder in Memphis, specifically Tyree Nichols, the gentleman who was killed by the Memphis Police Department, the Scorpion unit. Do y'all remember that?
No, I don't. I don't remember that.
You don't remember that? And they released the body cam footage. It was like a whole thing. It was like televised.
Yeah. Now I know what you're talking about.
Okay. So just to touch up on it real quickly, like I said, we're not going to spend a lot of time on all of this, but on January 7th, the Memphis Police Scorpion Unit, which stands for Street Crimes Operations to Restore Peace in our neighborhoods, brutally beat 29-year-old Tyree Nichols. He was pulled over for what police said was reckless driving. They brutally beat him. That's what's shown on the body cam footage. And he ended up dying in the hospital 3 days later. Now, the 5 officers who were involved, their names are Tadarius Bean, Demetrius Haley, Emmett Martin III, Desmond Mills Jr., and Justin Smith each face several charges, including second-degree murder, aggravated assault, aggravated kidnapping, official misconduct, and official oppression. So right now we're just awaiting trial to see what happens with it. They were immediately fired, and that unit was dismantled within that police force. But yeah, it was terrible. I did watch the footage when it came on the news. I actually watched it with my mom. And it was really rough to see, especially like everybody involved was Black. All these officers are Black. This was a Black man who was brutally beaten. So it just goes to show you that we really do need to kind of like restructure our police force, because systemically it's just ingrained in them to see Black people, people of color as the enemy, as whatever. But I think it was a little bit more personal. There were facts that came out after the fact about there may be some personal ties to one specific officer dealing with Tyree and stuff like that. But regardless, like, that young man did not deserve that at all.
That was a very sad story.
Yeah, it was. But I don't want to dwell too long on that, because like I said, this is our first episode back, so I do want to keep it happy and positive, but I just wanted to touch on that. But in lighter news, for February, we have Fenty Bowl.
There wasn't nothing else to happen in January that was positive? Oh my God, that was rough.
Not really, nothing of like importance. Like, I mean, Lisa Marie passed, I believe she passed in January. But anyway.
Never mind. February. Let's go. February. It's fine.
Okay,
February.
Okay. February, as we all know, was the Super Bowl 57, where Rihanna performed. She not only performed, but announced she was pregnant once again, which everybody's kind of looking at the screen like, is that a baby bump? Like, I don't want to, right? Because you don't want to assume.
Yeah, maybe she ate well before, so you don't never want to say, like, is she pregnant?
Exactly.
No, she was pregnant. She was prego Alfredo from the start. You could tell like, there is another human inside that human. You knew it.
Yeah,
you knew it from the start. You knew it because all those dudes were chasing an egg. It was symbolic. Because remember, everybody was dressed in white. And then, like, herself, she looked like...
Here goes Tristan. Oh, my gosh.
That had to be. It could be nothing else. All them white figures chasing an egg. I felt the performance was a little lackluster at the time. But at the same time, it was decent. Like, I'm happy that they extended it to her. I just hope they get Lady Gaga next, though. Because that means Beyonce will probably...
Beyonce they need to have Usher next, because it's going to be in Vegas, and Usher has taken over Vegas the last couple of years. Like, they need to have Usher.
That would be nice. That'd be nice. That would be a nice mix of music. I honestly thought Rihanna's thing was kind of boring. I ain't gonna lie.
Really,
but it was better than the Weeknd, though. It was better than the Weeknd.
It was way better than the Weeknd. Yes, it was definitely better than the Weeknd.
Not to just pick on the Weeknd, but
to pick on him, it's fine. What were you expecting, though?
I don't know.
It's like more energy, more dance moves. Like, what were you?
I don't know. I think I was expecting more energy, and I didn't get that. Like, it was very much like she didn't seem that excited. But right, she was like, you know what? I'm over this shit. This baby getting on my nerves, and now I understand. So I'm a little more lenient, but it felt like a little. I don't know. The background dancers did a great job.
Have you seen that clip of Brisha Webb talking to I forgot his name. He's a well-known Black journalist. And they ended up doing an interview. He did an interview with her, but the clip at the end that has been going viral was basically her doing a Rihanna impression. She was saying like, yeah. She's like, that girl always sounds like she just woke up. Like, she's there. She's like, I love her, but she just sounds like she just woke up. She's like, lift me up, hold me down. It's the funniest impression. I watch that clip like 10 times a day still, because it's just so funny.
I'm just upset that no one noticed it sooner. That's all I'm gonna say. Like,
we're just now catching on that she's so like nonchalant about it.
Now getting to it, because she hasn't sounded great all time. It's just the music is right, and you're like, Rihanna, we appreciate the offering that you've given us for the dance floor.
Oh yeah, we know live she's not the best. Of course, she's gonna Beyonce live as far as vocals and
like. I've never once thought to myself, you know who I really want to hear sing right now. I would love to hear Rihanna sing something right now. I've never once thought that to myself. But I have many times to myself been like, put that Rihanna cut on. I need to hear that, you know?
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, apparently she was also affected by the whole Super Bowl effect because between the Saturday before the Super Bowl and the Monday after, her digital album sales increased 301%. Not only that, because she has lots of different business entities. Not only that, her makeup line, Fenty Beauty, which you could see her applying the like translucent powder during the show, it garnered 5.6 million in earned media in the first 12 hours following the game, and her lingerie line, Savage Fenty, earned 2.6 million. That is insane.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Heck yeah.
You've been seeing they opening up Savage stores in the mall now.
Yeah, there's one in the Galleria in Houston. Yeah, I love that for her. Like
the Gallows, you say?
The Gallows. Look at you. What you know about the Gallows?
Hey, I learned.
We just wanted to throw in that he knew that name.
Okay.
Why would you inform me of it if you didn't want me to use it? That's all I know.
We gotta have a what that mean part 2. Slang words for this season. But so shout out to Rihanna, regardless if people thought she had a stellar performance or not, she made that money, so she ain't tripping.
I know that's right.
So
right. She don't give a fuck about in our opinion.
Okay. She is a billionaire regardless. Okay. So moving right on to March, which, we know March is for March Madness, but this March was a major mess. So after being on a high from Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumanium, and Creed 3, Jonathan Majors was actually arrested on Saturday, March 25th on charges of strangulation, assault, and harassment against 30-year-old Grace Jabari, who was his girlfriend at the time. But as we all know now, he's now dating actress Megan Good, which I'm still trying to figure out if that's real or not.
That. We do know that. I don't think I knew that until just this moment.
Oh, you haven't seen the picture?
They be together. They be kissing and shit. I don't understand
family and stuff. Like I don't
understand it.
I don't understand it.
It makes sense. I mean, like I feel like she likes to be the more attractive person in the relationship. So this is on brand.
Devon was fine. Don't do that. Devon was fine.
Yeah, but I feel like nobody. He not Megan Good though. He not Making Good.
I mean, Devon Franklin, that man was fun. And the man a guy. Preach to
I think he alright, but I don't think he's fine like that. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, she definitely has that title. If they were like, who's the best looking person in the relationship, she has the title. She's like, clearly it's me this time. It's
not saying he was fine in her. I think the man should never be finer than his woman, but he was fine in his own right.
Well, that's not always necessary. You know, it's not important. It's not important. It's fine. We'll go on.
My man cannot look better than me. We're gonna have a problem. Like you too pretty.
How can you even control? Like, so you going to? So you telling me like? I feel like right now, if we pick a short list, there are some men you like. They got more juice than I do. Okay, and you're telling me that they want to be with you're just. So they're like,
I need my man to be like medium cute. You know, people say medium ugly. I don't want him to be ugly, but like medium cute.
A medium, exactly.
So when he like. He's so humble and not like, oh, I'm the finest thing out here. I get all the.
You just want to have that conversation. You know the conversation. So, girl, that's your man. Look, I know he don't look the best, but he treat me right. You want to be the person having that conversation. You want to have that conversation.
No, I don't.
She ain't dating nobody that look like a foot now.
I ain't dating nobody looking like heck no.
Why he got to be Beetlejuice? Why he got to be Beetlejuice?
Because that's what that conversation alludes to. That he ugly in the face. Now we're not doing that. I could pull a fine one. Look at my track record.
Then pull a fine one and let it be.
He's not going to go too fine.
Too fine. Oh my God, too fine.
There's levels to fineness, okay?
Who's too fine? Give me a too fine name. Give us one name.
That's a good question. Too fine. I don't know. That's a good question.
I don't know.
See, you don't even have a 9.5.
But it's not fair because I'm automatically thinking celebrity, which is like they on another status anyway. Rome Flynn. Rome Flynn is fine, but he's like too pretty.
It's Rome Flynn.
From How to Get Away with Murder.
Yes, and he played
him.
He played him with
Harry Potter.
No, that's West.
Boy, yeah. Let me pull up a picture.
Flynn. Let me pull it. No, I'm gonna pull up Rome Flynn right now. Okay. Let me see.
You see, he was in Medea's funeral. He played the younger brother. And then he been in with
yes. This is the guy.
Is this your king?
This is the guy. This is the guy that is.
Leslie.
Okay, all right.
He's fine, but he's like too pretty. I can't do a guy who's too pretty.
So he's too pretty. He has femme face. That's what this is. Yes,
not femme face, but you could tell like he knows he's fine. Like he's a Kappa. So that says it all. I just feel like
just judging Kappas now. We just judging these men, these young men that we just don't judge them the way. I thought this was your type of show, the type of organization that just judges people in this way. I can't even.
No judgment, because I've dated Kappas. It's cool. But anyway, back to my story, because we got on a tangent about Megan Good and
keep on going.
Okay, so Grace Jabari sustained minor injuries to her head and neck and was removed to an area hospital in stable condition. So we know that like he had a couple court appearances. There's been a lot of hearsay where they're saying that he actually has a history of abuse with other past like partners and stuff. There was a whole Rolling Stone expose that came out about that. Y'all can check out that article. But in more recent news, after months of claiming that Jabari made up her injuries and that his arrest has been racially motivated, Majors actually filed a complaint in late June accusing Jabari of assault. So he's saying during the incident, she was drunk and hysterical when she scratched, slapped, and grabbed at his face, causing pain and bleeding. So although they NYPD does believe that there is enough evidence to support this, they haven't officially like arrested her or brought charges against her. So everything's kind of still like in limbo where we're really trying to figure out what's the truth of the matter. Like, did he assault her? Did she assault him? Was it both of them? Like, what's going on? And we won't know until like all the facts really come out in court. So we're going to keep y'all posted on that in later shows to come once we do have more information about that. But I've been holding out my opinion on this just because there's been so much, back and forth that I really don't know what the truth is about the matter. So I haven't really spoken up about it much because I'm just waiting to see how everything plays out.
I concur. I'm reserving judgment. It's looking like what I want it to be, but I'm just gonna reserve judgment. I'm gonna reserve judgment because some crazy new shit could come out and I'm gonna be like, oh dog, why you got
right?
So we're gonna reserve judgment.
Right. Okay. So what we'll do is keep moving on to April, which is unpredictable.
Damn, we only in April.
I love when you sing, Leslie.
That was beautiful. Thank you. Shout out to Jamie. So, of course, this is about Jamie Foxx when it all of a sudden came out in the news that he fell ill. Like, we didn't know what was going on. All we knew that he was rushed to the hospital. His daughter, Corinne Foxx, was giving updates here and there, but there was just a lot of like hearsay about like, I heard it was a stroke, I heard blood clots, I heard all kinds of stuff, but nobody really knew what he was going through because the family or the spokesperson didn't actually say what it was. So then I know a few weeks ago in like early to mid-July, there was a couple news articles and like Instagram posts that showed that Jamie was like out on a yacht or he was like at Topgolf and all this random stuff. But I'm like, not that I'm saying like he had to immediately come out and say something, but it was just kind of weird that like you just hear he's ill for months in ICU and stuff like that on his deathbed, and then he pops up on a yacht and in Topgolf. And when I actually looked at the pictures, it didn't really look like Jamie to me. For people were saying that was his stunt double from the movie he just completed with Cameron Diaz.
Like, he might have hired a stunt double.
Conspiracy theorist, man.
And not even conspiracy theorist. If you looked at the picture, you're like, that don't even really look like Jamie. Like, it just looked weird. But he did come out, about a week and a half ago with an actual Instagram post thanking everybody for the prayers, thanking his team, his family, saying, he was doing much better and he was looking forward to getting back to work once he's been cleared. But, he was just thanking everybody. And again, I'm not trying to be no conspiracy theories, but if you look at the picture, I'm like, that don't even look like Jamie. Like,
I just felt like people were starting shit just to start shit. Like, they heard that he was out the hospital, so they were like, oh, we can just say he's out and about just to start have something to say. I'm like,
I agree.
I feel like he never misses an opportunity to be in the spotlight. Never, not once does he miss an opportunity to be in the spotlight. So he will let us know when he's good. I was like, I'm just happy that he's good. That's all that's important.
Same. Yeah, I just think that like if I've been in ICU on my deathbed, I'm not gonna hop out the hospital immediately go to Topgolf or get on a yacht. Like that just didn't make sense to me. Even if I am a good celebrity.
I don't know. I might have been on a yacht.
I mean, y'all.
Maybe not at Top Golf. But like, why would I? If I just almost love my fucking life, I'm gonna go out and enjoy it. But I don't know why I would be at Top Golf. It's cool. It's fun. Right. I won the last time I went. I had a good time. But
yeah, he could have taken his mama on that yacht. He could have taken his whole family on that yacht. Maybe that was a vacation. Y'all don't know.
Yeah, celebrating with his family and shit.
Right. I beat it, y'all. I'm out. Yeah, exactly.
What he's supposed to be doing? Praying.
He gotta tell us the moment it happens. He's I'm out the hospital. No, give me a camera.
Not at all. Not at all. I was.
But he gotta tell us before he go to Top Golf.
Hey y'all, thank y'all for the prayers. I'm about to hit up Top Golf. So if you see me there, I'm good. I'm Gucci. It's all good, y'all. Nah, but I'm glad he's doing better. Did y'all watch that Clone Tyrone?
Of course I watched it. This is like my second and a half time. Mm-hmm. I can't even believe this is like my third time watching it now. I'm into it. I was in a cold sleep, started it. It woke me up. Shit was so good. I loved it. Okay. Loved every moment of it.
I enjoyed it as well. Shout out to Tiana Paris. She did her thing.
What did this got to do with Jamie Foxx?
Because he was in that Clone Tyrone.
He's in the movie.
Yeah.
Not watch that movie.
He was the pimp. Yes, he was. Yes. He was the pimp. Yes. I was about to say, what did that got to do with Jamie Foxx?
Yeah. Slick Charles. He was Slick Charles.
Yeah. Anywho, moving right along, because this girl. Okay, so in May news, I titled this. Y'all remember that song, Strike One? Caught you by surprise. Strike Two.
Strike Two. Got you memorized.
Yeah.
And 3.
Yeah.
And I got you out without a doubt. I got you out.
It was a theme song from Hardball, Tristan. Remember Hardball?
Yeah. Okay,
it was
I'm
Bow
sorry.
Wow, Sammy, Lil
in my mind, the Hardball theme song was then playing. Oh, that was for another movie.
That's basketball.
That was for like Mike. Never mind. That was for like Mike. Oh no, Big Papa. Big Papa is my Hardball theme song. Because he sang Big Papa in the movie, remember?
Yeah, Big Papa, on your hands in the air, you're the true player.
So like, that is not the song I associate with Hardball. Like, what is like? It's definitely.
It was from the soundtrack.
Mm-hmm. I remember that seems cheesy and appropriate for the times. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Mm-hmm. So May was when the writers went on strike, essentially. So we know right now, they're still on strike. Mm-hmm. And basically,
that's a shame.
It really is. It's really sad because what they're asking for is not too much at all, especially for these major studios, these major streaming companies. Like, it's not too much. But they're striking because they couldn't reach an agreement with studios and streamers on a new 3-year contract covering scripted TV and movies. The major topics that they're trying to reach an agreement on are regulating the use of generative AI, which we know is taking over in entertainment, basic pay increases, and a proposal the union put forward to have TV and film casts share in subscriber revenue from streaming projects, which streaming is life now. You know what I'm saying? So they're not asking for too much. And currently the Writers Guild of America, WGA, the union representing Hollywood film and television writers, also on strike. While many of the demands of the Actors Union and Writers Union differ, they do overlap, especially when it comes to the residual payments from streaming series and AI. So writers and actors are both on strike. They're standing in solidarity with one another, trying to get these changes made. But I don't know. I've seen quotes from some of I think it was from CEO of Disney saying like they basically going to wait it out till people can't pay their rent anymore. And they'll have no choice but to like kind of like fold and give up and then get back to work type of stuff. And it's just like, really? Like,
that is a messed up thing to say.
That's so crazy. He said the quiet part out loud for sure. Like, we know y'all think like that, but for you to actually come out and say it, it's like, what is
what
America?
They don't care. They really don't care.
Yeah. But I don't know. I pray for all the writers and actors involved because I've seen so many like of them posting videos on like Instagram. Like, what's the young lady's name? I forgot her name. She was I believe a Disney star, Black girl. And she posted a video like a week or so ago, basically saying like, I don't know what money I think I have since I was like this child actor. She's like, but I live paycheck to paycheck, just like most people. She was like, I used up all my 401k and savings when it came to the pandemic. I'm just trying to like stay above water, and now this is happening. And all we're trying to do is get livable wages, livable, residual income. And it's just like she's like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like they're showing their checks, actors are making like 87 cents in residual income. It's just like what's it costs more to print the check than what's actually on it.
Yeah.
This is America, so I don't know. Capitalist country.
As soon as you said this is America, I immediately started to.
I know.
Damn, I did too.
I saw the shoulders. So, yeah.
Your inner
like,
childish.
I sang it right in my head too. I was like, "This is America."
In your area. I got the strap. No, the strike is crazy, and like it's. Because I mean, the thing is that it's surrounding like basic company benefits, basic company benefits, and AI. Because they really are banking that in 5 or 10 years that they can fire half these people anyway, because AI will be able to do some of that lifting. Like maybe AI, writes it up, and then they get a couple writers to fine tune it. So we'll definitely have to keep an eye on that. I mean, honestly, maybe every writer just needs to start coding. So then, like now, you can write your own program to go. I'm just saying, like maybe that needs to be the way now. Like in addition to being able to write a novel, now we start coding. And now, what can you do? Now I code my own shit, So,
well, I saw something where basically, I think it was Tom Hanks who spoke out. They're basically trying to like sign away these actors' likeness for like future projects that they don't even agree to.
Correct.
So, like,
yeah, that's crazy.
Literally, the show on Netflix in Black Mirror, Joan is Awful, is about this exact thing. Like, I don't know how, and that's low key trolling. That they forced these people to make this thing about the thing that you guys are actually fighting against.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And are the biggest perpetrators of.
Yeah,
that's what's really crazy.
Well,
they're literally
playing a show about Netflix.
Yeah, they did. They actually did. They made a show about it. They actually did. Like, talk about a troll move. That was like 50 Cent level trolling. He probably wrote it.
He probably did. Probably did. All right. So, speaking of This is America, I titled June's headline, Play Stupid Game, Win Stupid Prizes. And this is going to be Shauna's favorite topic, Ocean Gate. As we all know, was a huge, ridiculous
call it Ocean Gate? They're not calling it Ocean Gate, are they?
That's the name of the company. It's called Ocean Gate. The name of the company literally is called Ocean Gate. And anything with gate at the end, is a scandal. So it's like,
right. So as soon as you named your company Ocean Gate, you were doomed. You were doomed before as you named it. That's ridiculous. That's like naming your child Failure.
Damn.
Pretty much. Or Mistake or something like.
Oops. He said, I'll call her Faux Pas. Faux Pas. That'll be her name.
Okay, so as y'all all have heard by now, Ocean Gate hosted a $250,000 ticket, which is ridiculous, tourist excursion.
I'm trying to sell tickets to shows that price. Like, we'll get you some real exclusive VIP experience. Yeah. What can we give you for that? What can we give you to get that?
Apparently,
I can think of a few things.
Oh my goodness. So the Titan submersible took a trip, was attempting to take a trip down to the 111-year-old remains of the Titanic, which is about 12,500
Has it been down there 111 years?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because 1912 or 1914, right?
Something like that.
That's crazy. Okay.
Yep. So it was 12,500 feet below the ocean surface, which to put in perspective is like 10 times the height of the Empire State Building. So 10 of those joints. So the Titan is a 23,000-pound vessel, roughly the size of a minivan. So they literally packed it in like some sardines. It was regulated by literally a Logitech little gaming, handle, handheld or whatever.
Controller. That didn't actually bother me about the whole thing. Everybody else thought that was so wild. What? I'm like, that doesn't really bother me because I mean, the control to move the thing is the control to move the thing. It just is what it is. Like it could have been an old joystick that would make you feel better. Like what would it make you feel better that it need to look like?
Something that's like attached to the actual machinery.
It was attached to the machinery.
Buy a little plug-in, but no, like I don't need something that like I'll
Times have changed. Times
maybe
have
because
changed.
I don't play games, I don't feel comfortable with that. But it's like, if I see you over here, like, and we going down, 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 I'm not going to feel confident that we going to make it. And clearly, they shouldn't have been confident because, baby, they ain't make it. Okay.
I just feel like that was the same controller that took a bunch of other people. You know what I mean? Like, so why it just didn't work this one time, and now we're blaming the controller?
No, we're blaming the stupidity of the entire mission. That's what we're blaming. All right,
that's fair. All right, give that. The integrity of the whole thing, sure.
We're blaming the structure because James Cameron has taken multiple trips down to the Titanic, but his submersible, it only fits him because it has so much equipment in it to make sure that it's functional and it has like backup resources and all this stuff. So he did the research. He put the money into this. He ain't used a little minivan can with 5 people in it.
But like, so we feel like James Cameron's smarter because he went down there by himself. That was smarter to go down there by yourself.
Because he's built the machinery.
Going down there, they need to leave that shit alone. Leave that shit alone.
That's like Lake Lanier.
And what year did James Cameron go down there? Did he do this before he wrote the fucking movie?
Yes, he did it then. He did it after, in between. He's been
so they've done this for years. So like it's safe. So it's safe to some degree. It's pretty safe.
For him because he has the machinery. He took the time to build the right things. This Ocean Gate, they didn't do that. And that's where the failure came in. And they ended up, it came out that they ended up like combusting within an hour and 45 minutes going down. All 5 members that were on there, including the CEO, did end up dying. As we know, there was a father and son on there, and apparently the son didn't even want to go, but it was like a Father's Day gift to his dad, and so he ended up going. But it's truly sad, but at the same time, it's like, why do it in the first place? I don't know. I'm just having a hard time connecting with the why.
Why?
The why is not the question for me because people.
The why is what we'll never understand.
Yeah. I don't mind the why so much because it's like, as human beings, you only have so much time on this world, and so sometimes if you can do it and you're not gonna really hurt anyone but yourself, you just do it. You know what I mean? Like, because I just feel like skydiving.
They hurt themselves.
Like they did, but they hurt themselves, but they didn't hurt anybody else. Like it wasn't like they killed a small family. I mean, essentially they did kill a small family. but
small family definitely died. It's too soon.
It's too soon.
But wait, the mama, let me say this, the mama of the young man who died, the wife of the man who passed, she was actually supposed to go there with her husband, and she gave her ticket up to her son, and it was like an interview, and she was just saying she doesn't know like how she feels. Like she don't know if she feels like bad because they passed her like glad because she wasn't on, like she said she's struggling.
At the same time, all I'm saying is I would probably do it. Like if they gave me the opportunity to do it, I probably would do it. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Because there were so many other successful trips. Like in terms of percentages, like I play the percentages. I'm doing well.
You would pay $250,000 to go down.
I didn't say that. No one said that. No one said that.
That's the ticket price. You have to pay that to do it.
I'm gonna work there or something.
But if that wasn't an option or like that wasn't a issue,
a factor.
If that wasn't a hurdle, I probably would.
If that wasn't a hurdle, then
I for sure would do it. I know
I wouldn't do it. Shit,
I'm playing with that water.
No, I would do it.
I ain't fuck that damn Titanic.
And we're gonna come
they
back
didn't even let us on there anyway. Was there even black people on there? No. So
there were black people on there, but they let them drown.
The workers
at the bottom of the ship, because you saw in the movie that Low Class where they stayed. You know what I'm saying?
They locked them in. They locked them in. Yeah.
Crazy. Them spirits.
It kills me though that people really want to look at the Titanic because it's like I just feel like it's one of like the greatest lessons in like. I mean, it's too long. It's just too long personally for me.
I watch every time it come on TV.
I can't say I do the same. I can't say I do the same.
We made it to July, so made it through half the year. I think there were a couple big headlines in July, but I think the most important one for our culture was "Don't leave your girl around him, true player for real." That's for real. The whole Keke Palmer of it all with Usher. She went down to Vegas and had her grand old time, which I'm not mad at because mama been looking good. That baby did her right. Normally it goes the other way when people have kids, but that baby did her right. So
see, man, that makes me think, damn, should I have some kids? And then I'm like, what if it goes the other way for me?
We know how fabulous Keke Palmer has been looking. Just amazing.
She does look
And
good.
so
She's
in
not my
July,
favorite, but she look good.
she's America's sweetheart. Like, especially in the Black community, she can like do no wrong in our eyes. Like, we love Kiki. Like,
Yeah, she's
which is
amazing. I
why
can't lie.
I don't know
She's
why
amazing.
he thought this was gonna go his way, because we love Kiki, so we gonna be on her side when it comes to this. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, I've been living under a rock. In July, Kiki went to Vegas to see Usher, and as Usher does with every show, especially when there's a celebrity in the audience, especially a woman celebrity, he pulls them up, he serenades them, sings to them. It's part of the show. Like, it's nothing new. He didn't single her out because he wants her. It's just part of the show. And she had on like this sheer dress with like this bodysuit underneath. It was like a thong bodysuit. And so she was, all into it. He was singing "There Goes My Baby," and she was singing the baby part. And it was like a whole like vibe going on. Super cute. So Darius hopped on. Darius Jackson is his name. He's actually the younger brother of Saranis Jackson, the one that played Draw on Insecure. He got on the internet and said, "It's the outfit though, you a mom." Now, I thought he was playing. I thought he was being funny. A lot of people, I saw a lot of comments like, "Oh, he funny, he playing, da 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 da." Like, we were just gonna like laugh it off and not think too much into it. But then he doubled down. He said, "We live in a generation where a man of the family doesn't want the wife and mother to his kids to showcase booty cheeks to please others, and he gets told how much of a hater he is." First of all, you ain't make this woman your wife. So what we talking
She's
about?
not your wife. She's your baby mom, actually.
Okay, so we trying to do this whole traditional thing or whatever. You ain't go the traditional route. You not the breadwinner. If we really gonna get real with it, like, I'm sure you live in Kiki house, like, because we don't know you or what you do. But that's not neither here or there. My thing is, like, if this was an issue, Kiki made it clear. She actually had him and her mom on her podcast episode, probably like not even a month prior to this incident happening. And she was saying, because I forgot what the incident was about. It was another public incident between a couple. But anyway, she was saying, if we got something going on, we're going to talk about it in the closet, in our house. We're not going to like put on for these people. We're not going to put out in the streets where everybody can have their opinions. You and I are going to talk about it. She was like, no one can come to me about my man because I'm going to go to her about her man. She was like, leave us out of it. We're going to figure it out. So for him to know that and to get on the internet and put this out there, it's like you went against exactly how she said she wanted to handle y'all's issue. And I think that's what the biggest issue with this whole thing was. What are y'all thoughts on it?
That was silly. I think the whole thing was just silly. I can't believe he went to the internet to say something. He really shouldn't have done that. That wasn't everybody else's business.
Right.
But was she giving Usher a whole lot? Yeah.
She was having a time, girl.
She was having a time up in Vegas, but that's about it.
I don't think
her response. Her response to it was when she finally posted her picture in the outfit. She said, "I should have taken more pictures." Like, that was her response. And then she started trolling him. She posted a couple videos after that. A little funny song she had made, basically talking about like moving on and stuff like that. So she ended up trolling him back a few days after this. But go ahead, Tristan.
Oh, good. Anyway, you know what? That whole situation, this shit is silly. You're correct. I think they should have talked about it in private. But clearly something is going on between them that he felt bold enough to do this online. Like, that clearly seems to me that they had gotten into an argument before she went down to Vegas, which is why she's in the sheer body. That's a freakum dress. That's a freakum dress. That's literally, like, let's read the situation here. You said she went down to Vegas with some girlfriends, right? That means something was going on. And then you said you went down to Vegas and you were out in public. If you were out in public, you know you're Keke Palmer, so you know for a fact that motherfuckers are checking for you. And you went to Usher to sit at the front row to go be ridiculous. Like, you could have easily squashed all that if you wanted to. You already knew what was going to occur. So that meant that something was going on between them that she felt like she needed to go stunt. That was what that was. So then that's why he was like, oh, word. Well, let's see what we can. Only problem is he doesn't have enough PR people. That's the problem. If he had a few more PR people, he might have been able to swing this one. But he just doesn't have that juice. And brother, I'm sorry about that. That's just what it is. But it's just what it is. Because she definitely got a little wild. Because if the situation had been reversed, and this was Janet Jackson, and he was over here losing his mind, he'd have had to hear about that shit later. He'd had to hear about it. He would have had to.
But he would have heard about it later. He wouldn't have heard about it on the internet.
You don't know that. You don't know that because let's say that let's say that
we'll never
is the
see
one.
Kiki putting her business out there like that.
Right. Because she's Kiki Palmer, because she's already an established name. He is not. That's the other thing. You see what I'm saying?
That's why you
Now
can't be
let's
fucking with
switch
these
it up
basic
where he's
niggas.
the name and she's in his place. I feel like you might see a similar situation happen.
I
I'm not
do
saying
wonder.
that he's correct, but I'm just saying that I feel like that is the motivation behind all of that.
I do wonder if back in the day when Janet was doing like the Velvet Rope tour and pulled up the guys, you know, when they was like on the thing outstretched,
And they
like
all lost their minds.
if they ladies stripped it out, they're like, you know, it's Janet, I get it, like, or if they was like, why is that going ground all on you? I just wonder what those conversations were. We'll never know. We didn't have the internet like that back then, like social media.
And exactly. There you go. We didn't have the internet. My mother is so funny. She was like, see, I feel bad for y'all now. Y'all, something happened. Everybody knows immediately. You know, back in the day, you had a couple of days to get your story together. You know, you had time to figure a few things out. You know, you had time to create doubt. She said, now they take a picture. Everybody in the world knows. Well, shit, ain't no doubt for you. It's no doubt. This is what happened. No doubt.
It's exactly so funny you say that, because that's exactly what's been happening today. So, little quick aside. I don't know if y'all know, but Summer Walker has been dating Lil Meech.
Who's Lil Meech?
Yeah,
like
Big
Meech's
his son, the one that plays Big Meech in BMF. Yes.
Oh, gangster. That was a hard ER.
his son,
Karen. Whatever. It's fooling around with you niggers. That's the problem. That's the problem. That's the problem.
So yes, Lil Meech, the son of Big Meech, the actor who plays his father. So they've been dating or whatever for a little bit, and you know,
wait, that's the guy's name. Like that's what the handle he goes by. He goes by Lil Meech.
Yes, Tristan, do you live under a rock? Like
I may.
Oh my god, you're not getting to the story. Let's get to the
story. I'm sorry. I just that was. It's the first time I'm hearing it. So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Long story short, a few weeks back, it was this incident where this girl was wearing this chain. You know, Summer hopped in the DMs. They worked that out. Summer didn't believe the girl, whatever. Today, she gets on social media, as she always does when she has a breakup, and says basically she's leaving this guy, whatever. She doesn't do cheating, da-da-da-da. It then comes out a video. She
talks about her breakups on social media every time.
Yes, and then in her music, yes, Summer's
the music, public. Of course. We all heard Session 32. It's a beautiful song.
All her business of who she dated, have both baby fathers, all the drama between them has always been on social media. It's always out there. So then it later comes out today that there's a ring cam footage of him going into a Houston apartment with following this girl or whatever. So people are like, oh, that's why she's breaking up with him. Then he comes out with a video talking about something. I can't help my cousin in the house with some groceries. He had no groceries in his hand.
at that moment, there were groceries before. You didn't see them. You didn't see the whole tape.
All of a sudden, the conspiracy theorists don't believe it. All of a sudden.
So it made me think that when he said you had time to create doubt, and now it's like, no, because we see everything on camera. Ain't no doubt. We see it for ourselves, and that's what made me think of that. Or whatever. I
mean, that's the world we live in today, man. That's just what it is. I can't speak to that, brother. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he took him in the back, and he was just coming in to get some lemonade. She's like, let me get you some lemonade for all your help.
Because it's so hot.
Lemonade.
Some Kool-Aid. Shit, I don't know what they drink. I just know that I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know what happened.
Exactly. So don't try to defend his actions. So I do have one honorable mention, though, I want to mention just for Shauna. I love to do Shauna like this. My last one is Taken. Miss Carly Russell. I feel like we just had to mention since it's literally occurring. I know everybody knows by now, but real quick, Carly Russell was the Alabama nursing student who went missing for 2 days after calling 911 herself and saying she found a stranded toddler on the road. She's been charged for it now because it did come out that she lied. It was a hoax. None of it was true. Why? Still trying to figure that out. I feel like they said it had something to do with her man cheating, whatever. Which he's doing club appearances now, but apparently his lawyer made him cancel the club appearance, which I'm like, sir, sit down. Sit all the way down.
Not club appearances. No.
I am gonna use this. He said, I will use this.
I'm gonna milk it till it's dry.
Child, a mess. But she is being charged with falsely reporting to law enforcement officers and falsely reporting an incident, which is 2 misdemeanors. She could face up to, I believe it's a year in jail. I don't even think she'll get that or whatever. But each charge does carry $1,000 bond and is punishable up to a year and up to $6,000 fine. So We got to see what happens with that if she does do jail time. But something tells me
free Carly, free Miss Russell, free Miss Russell.
Why? You don't think she should be responsible for lying?
I just feel like she can't control all of that happened.
She didn't think it would get this big. That's
they don't look for any other body black. So it's the first time it even happened. Like, how could you even know? They never look for anybody black. They know about Natalie Holloway, all them other white bitches that go missing. But a black girl go missing, she just figured that they wouldn't even. She was surprised people even cared. Like, how many other black women went missing that we didn't know about? That shit. There was like a crazy high number. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, can we really blame her for this one? Can we really?
Yes, we can. That's a psycho thing to do. Mm-hmm, it's kind of crazy.
She definitely crazy. Like, I'm not saying
that. I think she just made a dumb decision. People are trying to say maybe it is something with mental health. I think she just made a dumb decision and didn't think it all the way through. An impulsive decision. Yeah. But the statistic is,
you say he cheated on her or something?
That's what they're saying. So apparently he cheated on her with like a stripper. She like messaged a stripper and then it just went from there.
Is that what happened? Is that it's all connect? I'm sorry.
It could be a song. Who knows? But I think the percentage is we're like 13% of the population, but over like 49% of us are missing type of thing. So it's crazy.
What I'm saying. Yeah. So why would you think that they would actually try to get around to look for your black ass? Because they don't do it any other time. And now y'all want to be upset.
I think they was going to look for me.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying. She thought it was a good bet. She ran the numbers.
Looking for it.
She ran the numbers and she hit the lottery and didn't even know it.
Child, she left her cell phone and her wig. I was like, her wig? Like, she really wanted to look like a struggle, I guess. But
I mean, that was smart. That makes her smart. That was pretty good. She definitely set it up. Well, they bought it. They clearly bought it.
Yeah.
They were looking for her.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't even believe I heard about it. I was like, oh my God, I heard about it so much.
I can't either because you didn't hear about nothing else I mentioned.
There you go.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, that's going to wrap up the bulletin for today. I just wanted to kind of recap what's been going on. But of course, next week's bulletin will be a little more, concise since we'll be back on track. But yeah, per usual, I'm going to keep my ears to the street and report back next week.
Hey, it's your girl, Shauna Don, and you're now listening to Culture 101 Podcast. You can find us everywhere you find your podcast. We're even on YouTube, so check us out, like, and subscribe.
And we are back. So today for, the main section of the show, where the culture is on display, we figured that it was a good idea to tell you why you're seeing Culture 101. Like, there was a show called the Millennial MasterClass. I don't know if you know it. You should. If you don't know it, shame on you. But that's okay if it's your first time tuning in. But we recently have made the change over from the Millennial Masterclass to Culture 101. And we figured we'd take some time today to talk about it. Well, first let's talk about how we got the name Culture 101. Do we want to talk about the many focus groups we ran and the late nights of research and discovery that we went through to find? Okay, I don't know if it was all that detailed.
I don't know if we did all that.
I mean, we put some thought and some work and some effort into it for sure. Definitely had our research going to see what made sense. But I think we just felt like it was necessary in order to really move the podcast forward as well as our brand forward to kind of see what made more sense for us as a whole. What was, I guess more of a niche, more catchier, what wasn't like out there already. So we did.
How many names did we go through that were taken though?
So many.
At least 25.
I was about to say at least like 20 or so.
We came up with some hot ones. We were like, oh, this is fire. We looked it up and like, that shit is taken. Okay.
Yeah. We sent polls.
So we're not the only creative motherfuckers in the world, huh? Damn it.
Barely not.
Not at all.
Damn it.
But we sent polls to our friends, getting their input, what they think sounded good or made sense for our brand and stuff like that. And we're just not coming back out. Initially, we planned to come back out in March or April. We're just not coming back out in August because we wanted to really step back, take time to make it right, and make it what we're trying to do. So I'm happy with the decision we made. I think it was the right decision for us for sure.
Less syllables for sure too, because I know that if you wanted to say Millennial Masterclass 5 times fast, it'd be a little more difficult than
And now people can spell it.
Our guests couldn't even spell the name of our show, so now it's easier to look up, and we got all that going too. I'm really happy with the name change.
It took a second to set in though, because I remember we did it, and then like the next day we were like, "Shit, did we do anything?
Do we like it? Oh my gosh! Did we do too much?
Yeah,
but no, it worked out really well. No, like I'm overall satisfied with it. Like I honestly can't wait till they see some of the new merch that comes out with it. You know, I already feel like I'm pushing capitalism. But no, like the new logo is fire. We worked with is it a lady? Like honestly don't know if it's a lady or a man that draws that stuff. Like, do we know?
I assume a man.
I have no idea.
I have no idea.
I thought it was a man, but I had no reason to assume that.
Right.
Well, that's correct. You know what I mean? You know, now you have to re-examine your personal biases on that. See, think about that. No, that's but true. Like other than that, we worked with an artist. I believe they're out of Europe, but we found them on the gram, and they did some work for another friend of the show, the Festival Connoisseur, and you know, he gave us the info, and they put together a really dope logo. So really shout out to them. Rita artwork. Rita? Is it Rita artwork?
You tell me.
Don't give me the line.
We're going to put the link in the bio for you.
We will. We'll get
so
in the props for sure.
And look right to it, so it won't be an issue. But like it really was, you know, we really let things come together. You know, we didn't quite wait for the stars to align, but we definitely took our time and really needled it out and tried to make sure everything was right. And then honestly, life has been busy. Everybody's doing new things, you know.
That part.
So it's been it's been a little tough to try to make it occur. But I promise you all, we weren't going away forever. Because there are definitely people that were like, "Are y'all gone forever, ever?"
Right.
And I was like, "No, just
taking a break. We need to recalibrate."
Okay.
That's all. You know, we just need to let some things. Oh, what?
I was gonna say, you mentioned life been busy. I was just gonna say, like, what have y'all been up to? You know?
Oh, I thought you were gonna pull the shirt out. I thought the shirt was there already. I was like, oh my God.
No. It's in shit. It's on the way. It's on the way.
She pulled back, and I was like, oh shit, is she pulling?
Next episode should be here. But yeah, tell us what y'all been up to, because I know life been life, and you know, in great and maybe not so great ways, but you know, we're here regardless.
Life been life, man. So I officially moved in with my partner, Latifah. It's my first time living with someone else that's not like just my friend, you know. So that has definitely been an adjustment. Learning new things, and like I feel like this is my most adult relationship. So just navigating what that means and what that looks like has definitely been a little journey.
I have a question. Do you feel like now that you're actually living with her that it is kind of necessary and imperative for like couples to live together before taking the next step in the marriage? Or do you think like some couples can just, you know, get married and figure it out afterwards?
Nah, I think you should live with somebody before you marry them. To be honest, I feel like you learn so much about a person that like you would not want to just find out after y'all get married. Like you just get married, and I feel like you're a fucking weirdo because you do something. I don't know what it could be, but just something very fucking strange, you know? Yeah. I wouldn't like that.
Talking about I don't use a pillow. Fuck's wrong with you?
What?
Psychopath.
Psycho. Nah, sometimes I like to use my arms, so I ain't going.
You're the psychopath.
I'm the psychopath.
Got it.
Like, how dare you put this toilet paper roll upside down?
No, that can really break up some relationships. It goes over top. Like, what's his undervest?
So, first of all, I never pay attention to that, so I don't really care about
you're
that.
The psycho.
Let me tell y'all something.
Wow. You got two strikes on you, Sean. That's two.
Let me say what I don't do. Leave empty toilet paper rolls in the fucking bathroom. It's like she tries to collect them. Why are there four? Why are there four?
Wait, hold up now. No. Is she gonna film some TikTok video with all of them?
No, she's not doing nothing. Just finish the trash can in the bathroom. Just pick up the lid, put it in the trash.
It's right there.
But you just sit on the counter. Like nothing pisses me off more.
Oh my God.
Is it a message? Like we need more TP in the house? Is that like a message? Like a beacon of some sort?
You know, she won't even tell me if we're on our last roll of toilet paper. I don't know what her thing is with toilet paper.
That is wild.
It pisses me off. Like, I'll go there and she'll be like, oh, we're out of toilet paper.
What were you
Why did you say that before we got out of toilet paper?
Like when you get down to 3 rolls.
The minute you pull out that last couple of rolls, Yes, we have a conversation about it, babe. You know, we got some more toilet paper.
Yeah, we're getting
okay. I don't want to end up using Jersey Mike napkins to wipe my butt. Like, I'm not trying to do that.
You don't keep no emergency wet naps?
We should.
You gotta keep you some. I mean, you should have a good stack anyway. But I like to keep some emergency wet wipes just in case.
I keep some in my purse.
No, when I need to like use a wet wipe, I'd rather just get in the shower.
You sound like Charlamagne. He said he takes a shower after every time he uses the bathroom, goes number 2, and he can't like poop in his clothes. He has to like do it at home completely naked. Like he can't poop in public.
Something not right with his insides.
That's a little much.
His insides ain't right.
That's a little much.
He said he had an incident back in the day where he like sharted on himself. So ever since then, he's been like afraid to like poop.
First off, everybody has sharted, bro. So because of that, now you've never sharted. You've never sharted. No, I do not believe that. I don't believe that. That's not possible. It's not fucking possible.
Why y'all normalizing this? This is not a normal
because it is normal. No, it's not. This is the
bodily function. Yes, it is. It happens.
You don't know when you need to go to the bathroom. You can't find the bathroom.
Leslie, stop it.
Mine happened at a track meet, right? I was so fucking nervous. Yeah. I told you I was so nervous that it just happened. But I think it happens.
So wait.
Mine has happened. It's happened at least 6-7 times. 6-7 times. It happens.
That's you just need to wipe. You need to clean.
No, because I'm gonna tell you what happens. Shit. This is what it is. This is the rule. Old man said this, and I should have listened, but sometimes I just chance it. You don't ever trust a fart when your stomach is just a little upset. You never trust a fart when your stomach a little upset.
So what you kept trusting it?
So you just kept farting.
No, exactly. It was a time where I had maybe farted 2-3 times, right? You know, the toot train was popping, and all of a sudden I decided to let one rip, and it was a little heavier than I thought it was. And it happens periodically, like maybe one every few years. It happens. So like about 6-7 of them. It's occurred.
Tristan, what?
I don't know what to tell you.
That's too many times. I thought one time is okay.
Because 6 times. But then there'll be times where like it'll happen like in like as most times I can get to a bathroom and I can correct this situation. You act like I just released a massive avowal. It's like
that's what you're making it sound like.
No one said that. No one said that every time I just shit my pants. No one said that.
That's what I said was given.
A little, like a shark just means a little comes out, not a bunch. Just a tiny bit.
And I've never experienced that. No,
just even a tiny bit. Okay, well, no. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that your sphincter is so fucking high and mighty. That your sphincter is just so powerful. Like I don't know what your sphincter is just so powerful. She's just like.
Leslie, what you been up to? Because you ain't been short. So what you been up to?
I ain't been
it hasn't even happened this year. That's what I'm saying. It's like
you still got what?
Maybe if I get sick or something, shit, you don't know. You just don't know.
You ain't got to be sick from what you make.
It'll be one little cold.
It's a quarterly thing for you.
No, but see now,
Tuesday got a shard. Like what?
Okay. See, it's not with any regularity. Don't act like I'm super sharter now. That's not what this is. It's just a simple. It's a simple situation. It's a simple situation where now, if I do have an upset stomach and I test the winds out, I test the back winds out. I'm just like, and then I'm just like, ooh, and I feel like I can't easily get the wind out.
Oh my
I go right to the bathroom. And sometimes it was what I thought it was. It was heavier than I knew. It was a slide. It was a mudslide. You never knew.
Can we go on, please?
I don't want the people to just think I'm just out here tearing ass and filling my drawers with extras.
You made it seem like that.
You're not making it any better. You're not making it any better.
People understand. People understand. They get it. They
pulled it out of you.
All right, shit, shooter.
I mean, my body. It's not important.
Oh, gosh. Anyway, I have been in the middle of a career transition. Shout out to Terrence when he talked about career pivots. But anyway, so yeah, I've been making a transition from sales into UX design. I actually took a course. So right now I am just trying to get my foot in the door, trying to get a job in that field. It's a little more difficult just because of how everything is going with like tech and like layoffs, and right now junior designer jobs are getting taken by senior designers, so it's kind of a little funky right now, but I'm optimistic that the fall and stuff will bring around some new opportunities, so I'm excited about that. I am single now. Last time we recorded I was in a relationship, but we
FREE. Nigga free. Nigga, I ain't got to worry about this. Nigga cheap.
Well, for the record, he was a great guy, and it was a mutual breakup. Like nothing bad happened, but we just knew that we weren't each other's forever.
Tell the truth. Tell him what really happened. Tell him we looking for him right now. Tell him we looking for that nigga right now. We coming to get you, dog. Okay? We heard about that shit you did. We coming to get you.
And actually, shout out to him. His birthday is coming up. So happy birthday,
bro.
Man, you switched up quick, fake ass
Fake.
Well, I don't want to come get him to after his birthday. You don't want to get him out on his birthday. That's cool.
Pressed on nails.
So I have been dating all summer. You know, being outside, enjoying the
thing.
Yes.
Is it spicy? Is it hot? How hot is it? Caliente?
How hot has Texas been?
Okay.
So anyway, it's been a good time.
Okay. She's talking about she's talking about it's a lava girl summer. Talk about how hot it is.
It's a lava girl summer.
Jesus.
Not a lava girl summer. We'll definitely have to do a part 2 to the after stuff because I've learned some new things and stuff like that, so we can get more insight.
What new things have you learned?
We'll save it for the new episode since we're trying to keep this one concise. So, yeah,
now you want to be concise. Okay. All right.
All of a sudden.
Right. All right.
You spoke for an hour and a half, and now she want to be concise.
Concise. He's like, I just want to keep it tidy. I just want to keep it nice and tidy and short. And
tight hour. So, yeah. So this year has been super busy, super hectic, also super fun, super challenging. It's just been a little mixture of everything. But, you know, I feel like I'm really growing in a lot of areas. So it's been good. And I feel like the rest of the year is just going to go up from here.
That's good. Mm-hmm. What about you, Tristan?
Anyway, I've been up to a few things here and there. I told you I was getting into screenwriting. And of course, like this is the time when the strike's happening. But we have some independent projects coming up that are getting filmed. So we actually start shooting on something in September. So we'll see how that goes. It's already, no, don't congratulate me till after the first day of shooting. After the first day of shooting, then we can talk about all the wonderful things. What's up? You have a
question. So, yes, I have a question. So because you're like independent doing this on your own, it's cool for you to like write and shoot and all that stuff during the strike. But you're not part of the union.
You go with a studio. Anything that you're doing like with a studio, anything that's union related, like where you would have them come in, that's fine. Everybody's still working on independent projects during this time. Like you can do that because the strike is basically about the dollars. So if you're doing it independent, the dollars are coming to you anyway. So no one's going to be like, oh, don't do that.
Got it.
It would just be like, don't sell it to Netflix.
There it is. Okay.
You know what I mean? Don't sell it to HBO.
That makes sense.
Yeah, all of those. Because right now the big ones they're after right now are Netflix, HBO, Paramount, and
Disney, right?
Yeah. Warner Brothers. That was the other one.
Yeah.
So, okay. So we have several projects they're open. So I've been commissioned to do a few things, and actually I've been working in tandem with a buddy of mine. They've been throwing events called the DMV Roundtables. So shout out to them. I told them I would get on here and shout them out. So it's been a space for actors, for them to get together. They do some improv things, and it's more like almost like a coaching session for actors. And so now they've been doing some networking, and now they're bringing it to they've done 2 successful events in the DMV. Now they're bringing it to NYC. So I'll work in tandem with that. So that'll happen sometime this month. And then in terms of other things, just summer things, going around the city, enjoying some things. Of course, went back home for my sister's wedding. They're married again. Shout out to them, Dakota and Sydney. We love you here at Culture 101. We love it. And then, of course, the most important thing is that I was just about to say, baby. I was just about to say, my role is sweet now. Like I'm low key trying to work up to the title of Skate King, but you know, to be the king, you have to be the king.
Don't tell me you about to turn into sweetness.
I'm better looking than him, so it'll be fine. So once I get in the gym, once I'm back in the gym, we're gonna have a big reveal on the show.
You have to have your shirt open like he did in the movie.
No, I'm just gonna do the whole show.
Please don't come here with your titty out.
I'm doing the whole show with my shirt off. You already know this. I'm doing the whole show with my shirt off.
Jesus,
it's a whole thing. I don't even know why you even asked that question. You already knew what this was.
You already know.
Anyway, and then also, of course, there's other responsibilities due to some. The other 2 things I'm not really supposed to talk about, but one of them is a league that is getting started up in New York, which I guess I could talk about that because we're starting karaoke back in New York. So district
Oh,
karaoke.
nice.
Because you know how like
Nice.
now becoming national, it's national. So they just started San Francisco's league, and they're trying to start it back in New York. So I've been tasked with getting that together, and I feel like it's a daunting task because I didn't realize how many steps there are to getting this shit done. It's not just like everybody comes sing. There's a bunch of steps in between. Yeah, man, it's a lot. But you know, there's that.
Busy.
A little bit, yeah. A little bit, of course. And then, of course, you know, my normal doggy duties and things of that nature that go along with that. Yes, there'll be a pooch coming tomorrow, Simba, as it is. Do it for the
what kind of dog? Is he a golden retriever or something?
No, he is half pug, half pit bull. I don't even know how that happened. Like parts don't even fit. Like how did you even make that?
I was about to say, wait a minute, that looks painful.
But like Simba's a sweet dog. I like him. I met him earlier today. It was a wonderful time.
Wait, how big is he if he's a mix of a pit and a pug?
Do you know what? He's like that he's like everybody's favorite dog size. He's like he's probably like 30 pounds.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, well, my favorite dog size is like 15 pounds.
Why?
Because I just want my dog to be tiny.
What if somebody comes in the house?
Then my dog need to have a loud bark.
Yeah, but you can tell if it ain't deep enough that like you can only bite so many ankles. Like I don't know what that's gonna do. Like, what if
then we just have other weapons.
If you get to him, that dog quick. I want the dog. I want the dog ready to bite. I want the dog ready to tear into an ass cheek. I want the dog ready to just go sink right in. Because even if you get me, forever will you have dog marks on your ass. Forever.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, rethink it. Like, you're telling me, like, if you had a Rottweiler, that wouldn't make you feel real secure. That wouldn't be dope.
Not a Rottweiler. The biggest I'll do is a pit. Pit's actually really, really sweet. So,
and I think they be banned in certain places. It's illegal to have pit bulls.
They are. I mean, they do get a little aggressive, but like all dogs get aggressive if provoked.
Yeah, it's just how you train them too. Because our pit was the sweetest thing. She thought she was a little lap dog. She just always want to cuddle and be in your lap. She was sweet.
I do feel like it's time soon for me to get a dog. I feel like it's time sooner rather than later.
I mean, you always got dogs in your house, so technically,
right? But like, none of them's a black poodle.
You want a black poodle?
I do want a black poodle.
You just talked to me about getting a vicious dog that arrested you, and you want a fucking poodle?
But poodles are bigger than the dog you're talking about. Poodles can be up to 50 pounds or so, and poodles are crazy smart.
I could knock a poodle out.
You're talking about a miniature poodle. I'm talking about like a full-size poodle. That's a big dog.
I don't know. I gotta see because I think I can knock out a poodle.
Look up a full-size black poodle right now.
Why I gotta be black?
Because I want a black poodle. That's what I want.
Oh, okay.
And any other color poodle just won't do.
Let me see. Black poodle.
Like, just look it up right now. Humor me right now. Just look it up.
What you say? Full black poodle?
Oh, they are kind of tall.
That's what I'm saying. That's a big damn dog.
Oh yeah, that's all right. But I still think I can square up with it.
That's how people get bit. That's just how you gonna get bit. That's exactly. I want you to think that, and then you're gonna underestimate Fatima. That's gonna be her name.
Not Fatima.
Not Fatima.
That's gonna be her name, Fatima. Fatima.
It's funny. Fatima, all right, so hey y'all, it's your girl Les, 1/3 of the Culture One-on-One podcast. We want you to stay locked in for more content coming to you soon. Stay tuned. Should we tell the people what our plans are for this next season, or just let them be surprised?
We can tell them some plan. We can't give them all the plans.
Okay, what you want to share?
I'm so excited. Can we share our new segments, or what are we gonna do? What are we sharing?
I mean, we can tell them that we have new segments on the horizon. I don't think we should tell them all the segments. Personally.
Okay.
I just feel like if I tell you everything.
Tune in and listen.
Right. Thank you. Exactly. You over here trying to give them all the shit. Like, no. Let them one thing at a time.
Okay. So just let them be surprised and just build up the anticipation.
New segments, new merch, new guests that are going to come on the show. Things that you have not seen. It's all new. It's brand new. You don't want to miss it. And actually, but
New
we can't
energy.
tell them about this, about the event that we're going to in October, the podcast festival in Atlanta.
September.
We can tell them about. It's September to
Well,
October.
September into October. So
Okay,
sure.
all right. I'm just
I'll let
saying
you
that.
have that.
Leslie, you could have just let that go.
I accept that specificity. She's not wrong. I accept that. Either way, yes, in late September to October, we are going to Podcast Festival in Atlanta. It's our very first one, and we're hoping to have a really good time there. And so that's just a few of the events that will be happening with the festival.
Yeah, so if you're going to the Black Podcasting Festival, know anybody, let's connect. It'd be fun to get to network, meet everybody, and just have some great, conversations. So, yeah.
Correct.
Yes, holla at us if you see us on there.
And you'll be able to notice me because I'll be in a quarter zip. So it'll be really easy to spot me. They're rolling their eyes because we've had many conversations about quarter zips.
We love him a quarter zip, child.
And if y'all just want to send us, presents to the show, you can send me a quarter zip. And
there you go.
That's right.
There you go.
We would love it. But what else do the people need to know about Culture 101? What else do we need to know? Other than we're pushing the culture forward.
We coming back and we better.
I mean, this is true.
Better.
Mm-hmm. But the one thing I want the name change, I guess I just really want people to really, understand and really think about is that with Millennial MasterClass, I felt like, we were encompassing a lot of culture, and it felt like at some point the name didn't really cover all the things that we were talking about. Right. And so now with Culture 101, I feel like now we have a space where we can really cover any and every issue that we'd like to cover. And we can do a great job of pushing the culture forward. We can reach back to the diaspora and we can go forward, with newer culture. So with a amended culture, if you will.
It's kind of like we were in high school and now we graduated, and gone off to college. Like we're just expanding more.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's what we want people to understand and see. And hopefully y'all rock with us. And hopefully you can say Culture 101 a lot easier. And hopefully there's nobody that can't spell it. There's going to be somebody to spell it with a K, though. You know it.
Oh, Lord. We ain't Kappa.
Not the Kappa's coming up.
Okay.
Not we said the same thing.
That's the only people that do shit like that.
That's the culture. There you go.
Exactly. But they're so crazy. They'll spell civil with a K. I've seen one of them. He was like, he called me civil. I was like,
civil with a K.
Civil with a K. I'm dead. Okay.
All right, y'all. Well, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. Do not go anywhere.
Hey
y'all. It's your boy Tris.
It's your girl Liz.
And I'm Sean the Don.
And we are
Culture 101, formerly known as the Millennial MasterClass.
We're the same old millennials.
And now we're pushing the culture forward. We're going to do it for the culture right now in a new segment where we do it for the culture.
Hey.
Okay. All right now. So the first thing up in the culture is something that really our culture, I feel like, has really transcended what it was. Because when it first started, it was a smaller thing, and then it got bigger with Mr. T-Pain. And of course, it's now elevated where every artist wants to do it. And of course, we're talking about Tiny Desk. So we're going to take a quick moment to talk about our favorite Tiny Desks. And we'll start with Sean.
What's so crazy is I feel like it's going to revoke my black card, but I still have not seen the Juvenile Tiny Desk. And I know I'm sorry.
I ain't watched all of it yet.
I wanted to give it my full attention, and I just haven't had the time. And every time I think about it, it'd be kind of like an awkward time, like right now. But damn, I still got to watch it. But my favorite thus far has been Charlie Wilson. I have probably listened to that Tiny Desk probably times already. That has been my shit. I agree. Fucking it up to some Charlie Wilson.
I agree. That was a good one.
I'm gonna have to go back. Okay.
What would you say, Leslie?
He still sounds amazing live because I saw him last year at the New Edition concert, and he's still Charlie be moving. Charlie was moving better than Bobby Brown was moving. Like Charlie moving the moon, you know what I'm saying? So yes, Charlie's definitely up there. Since you said Charlie, I'll go with Babyface because Babyface had a really great time.
Babyface had a really good one too, for sure.
He had Tank, Avery Wilson, and Ashante Morris, his background singers. Like what? Like. These are amazing artists in their own right, and for them to be singing backup for Babyface, it's just like it was definitely top notch. I loved it.
I think I gotta go with Duran Bernard. It came out just like what was it?
Uncle Bobby. Uncle Bobby. That's
Uncle Bobby came out just like Uncle Bobby. And then really killed all that shit, and then really went hard and did Mango Butter. You know,
Yeah.
I'm a bad bitch and I'm that nigga. He said, I am the bad bitch
I
and the
don't
that
think you
nigga
heard
that I
me.
am and the bad bitch that I was like,
I
okay,
love
sir. You
him.
really went, oh wow,
Nice.
at the tiniest of the desks. All right, sir.
I'm gonna send you his Terrell show that came on. I think it was like 2 weeks ago or last week, something like that. Like when I tell you this man had me crying the whole episode because he was so funny. Like I'm gonna send it to you, Tristan. You would just, oh my gosh.
Duran is funny as hell. Like I
His
still
character.
go back to when he called out all those singers after that verses and
Oh,
really
Yeah,
called them out
I
by
forgot
name.
about
By
that.
name. I was like, oh, you bold. And the fuck that part is that he could do it. They can't. What you gonna say to him? What you
Yeah,
gonna say to
right.
him?
The
Nah,
talent
shit.
is there.
Nah,
Okay.
shit. You can't be
Okay.
like,
Speaks
nigga,
for
you can't
itself.
sing. Oh, word. I'm gonna smoke a blunt and then sing and do what you niggas couldn't
It ain't
do.
gonna affect my vocals at all. Like what? Okay.
That was almost disrespectful when he did that. I just want to put that out there. But you know what? I appreciate that from Durant. Mr. Bernard, we fuck with you here at
Yeah, we
Culture
do.
101. If anytime
Yeah,
you want to drop by the show, brother, you are always welcome.
Please.
Absolutely. So what movies y'all been watching, or what movies have y'all loved so far in 2023?
I gotta take this one first because I just want to come out swinging the bat just real hard. Spider-Verse across Spider-Man across the Spider-Verse. I paid to see it in theaters twice. Okay, that was just how good the shit was. Like from the moment it came on, the soundtrack. Shout out to Daniel Pemberton who did the score for the movie, and then shout out to Metro Boomin who did the soundtrack for the movie.
Yeah.
Like, and then they really incorporated so many different styles of art and different types of media. And then shout out to that young 14-year-old brother, you know, who did the Lego section in the movie. Like they were so impressed with him. They just so many honoring of other cultures and whatnot. Like you had Indian Spider-Man, which was so cool.
I love that.
And them taking little digs and like this is where the British stole all our stuff. You know, and things of that nature. And it was great. And then they left you hanging like some bitches at the end of the movie.
I was
like,
so
spoiler alert, y'all.
that
I'm
stressed
sorry.
me out.
Spoiler alert. But I should have known.
All of these is about to be spoiler alerts, but go ahead.
But I should have known too. And like they really had me in. I was like, oh yeah, we about to get into it. And I'm like, oh, you hoes.
Exactly.
Y'all just gonna end the movie right here. I can't even believe it. But I went and saw it again too.
Hey Leslie, what about you? What movie have you seen that you have just been dying over?
I've been seeing them all. Like, I don't know. I've been in my like movie theater bag.
You saw Mission Impossible?
No, I haven't seen any of those.
You said all. You said all. You said all. I heard all.
Well, I've been in the movies like crazy too, and I haven't seen that either, Leslie.
Yeah, I've been
never even considered it.
Exactly.
I haven't seen it yet either. I'm gonna go see it tomorrow.
But one of my top favorites so far has definitely been The Little Mermaid. Of course, I was gonna go and support Halle. Like, come on, have to support Black Girl Magic.
I haven't seen it.
What, Shauna? What is wrong with you?
I have seen like every movie that came out except Little Mermaid.
Why?
I saw that one.
I don't know. I've been seeing so many other movies that I just never seen.
That's crazy. So to me, it's probably my favorite live action Disney movie so far. I felt like it was really like
really.
Yeah. Okay. So The Little Mermaid was my favorite Disney movie growing up. It was Little Mermaid, and then it was like Beauty and the Beast, and so on and so forth. But
wow, Little Mermaid over Lion King and stuff, and Toy Story.
Yeah,
really?
It was like Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, and Lion King were like my top three. But it's something about Little Mermaid I always loved. And I felt like they really did a good job of like bringing the story to life. I think Halle did an amazing job, especially when she has to pretty much be mute because Ursula takes her voice. Like for the way she was just acting with her eyes, and I was able to like feel the emotion just from the way she was looking and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, this girl got it. Like she is special. Like she's a great actress. So yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I told my mom, she enjoyed it. We had a good time, the little songs or whatever, especially like they had a couple of new songs in there or whatever, which are pretty cool. But yeah, phenomenal job to Halle. I can't wait to see what else she's gonna do. I know she's doing The Color Purple later on this year. And yeah, what about you, Sean? What have you been seeing besides The Little Mermaid?
Or not have seen. So have y'all seen The Blackening? Because I saw that and fell in love. Now that felt like a movie that's for the culture. Was blackity black, 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 blackity black, black, black.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh,
y'all terrible.
Yeah,
y'all ain't see that Clone Tyrone. Y'all ain't see they Clone Tyrone.
I seen most of it. I did see most of it. I just fell asleep
on Saturday. I watched it
all right,
all the way through.
But no, The Blackening was really good. It had a lot of actors in it and actresses that I've seen in other other little smaller roles. And I'm like, okay, look at you getting your checks. I know that's right. Wonderful cast, wonderful acting, wonderful lines, everything about it. I was in the movie theaters cracking the fuck up the whole time. So if you haven't seen it out there, I would definitely advise you to go watch it.
It's definitely relatable, just like their reactions to some of the stuff and like their commentary. It's like that's how we would talk with our friends if like that happened to us. So just for them to make it like so black and so real, it was just
representation matters, man. It matters.
Yeah. And it wasn't like corny black. It was like really good. It was
real black. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
That's such a distinction that only we know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like
You're
how
like, what kind of black movie?
Right.
Well, like you can tell a black person wrote it and shot it and cast it versus a white person trying to write it, cast it, and shoot what they think black people would say or you know what I'm saying?
They're like,
so
we know that black people, we hear they like purple. We hear a lot of the blacks like purple. They love that color.
Right.
Damn, that's my favorite color.
See, the research shows it. The research shows it.
Your statistics, Shauna.
What have y'all been watching on TV?
Suits. I've been watching Suits on TV, and this is only recently.
Suits is old though, right? It's not a new show.
It just got
I
put
know
on
it's
Netflix.
not new, but that's just what I'm talking about right now. It's new to me.
Everybody's discovering
it's
it
new
now.
to me. Shout out to Mike, whatever his name is on the show. The Patrick guy who
I don't like whatever your name is.
Shout out to Meghan Markle. I know she's on the show.
What's the
black
name?
Woman. I don't know. I don't know anybody else's name. But what I do know is the show
Jenny
is
Torres.
dope. Who is that?
I gotta get into it. I don't know what is Suits about.
Go ahead.
It's about this guy who has a photographic memory. So he's like crazy smart, and he like takes the LSAT for other people and stuff. And he didn't go to Harvard, so he fakes that he went to Harvard and fakes. And like he took the bar, but like he took the bar, but he didn't go to law school. So like the whole show is about the cases he's running and him trying to keep that secret. And then it comes to a head in season 5, and so that's why like I'm watching season 5. But now I'm in season 6, and I may have to keep going because I got to know what happens. These clever bastards, whoever's writing this shit, I'm upset. First, I'm upset at y'all. How dare you get me wrapped up in this bullshit story of white privilege? I can't even believe that you would even let this occur because they are some clever bastards. I'm on the edge of my seat at the end of every episode. God damn, is Mike going to get away? It's caught me. I'm ensnared in its clutches. It's too much.
Leslie, what's been on your TV?
I've been watching a little bit of everything, honestly. Some scripted, some reality. Probably one of my top favorites thus far has been Summer's House, Martha's Vineyard. So it's basically the spinoff from Summer House on Bravo, but it was an all-black cast. And when I tell you, like, this cast was superb. Like, whoever did the casting did a great job. It was a good mix of, like, every type of like black personality, maybe not every type, but like a good mix of a lot of different black personalities, a lot of different like characters on the show. They kept you engaged, even the ones that were acting crazy, but they were a great ensemble cast, and they are getting a second season. So I'm excited to see like more of these like black professionals who are like vacationing, you know, for the summer there. And I'm ready to see more of like the island and stuff itself, because I've never been, but it looks like, you know, a good time and stuff like that. So yeah, if you haven't checked it out, the season's already wrapped, but you can still go back and watch it and then just catch up for next season.
Where does it come out?
So it's not going to come back out. Yeah, it comes on Bravo. Not going to come back out until next summer. They just finished. Yeah.
Oh,
They're shooting the second season now, so it'll air probably next summer.
What you been watching, Sean? What you been watching? What you been looking on to?
Some Blackity Black. You know, BET Plus got a new show called Average Joe. They got Deion Cole starring in it. And it has been so good. Basically, the premise is his daddy got killed after he stole this money from, I don't know, they was Russians, Italians, I don't know.
Mob. It's a Russian mob.
Oh, okay. Some kind of mob. Yeah, he like stole their money. So now they trying to find the money at the same time and not get killed by the Russians. So it's been a good little plot twist that been happening, and it's been really good. I definitely would recommend it. Deion Cole has been acting his ass off. This is such a different role for him. So it's like interesting to watch, but he's been doing such a good job.
Is that all, ma'am?
That's all I got.
All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. Well, guys, it's that time. The end of another episode, the start of a new era, if you will, the end of one. Like I feel like it's almost like we're passing the torch to a new, a new era.
Passing the torch to ourselves.
Well, I just passed it like it was a baton and track.
That's exactly what I was thinking too. Thank you. I'll take that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, guys. So just keep an eye out for us. Bear with us. We're making it happen. I know it might be an adjustment for some. They were like, I want to see the MMC. Well, you can look at the old episodes.
Okay.
Niggas on my old shit by my old albums. You know what I'm saying? That's all there is to it. So until the next time, guys. But actually, before you do that, make sure you go subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts, of course.
Like and comment.
Absolutely. Follow us on TikTok, Culture 101 Podcast. Same one, Instagram as well. And, we're on Threads, we're there as well. And on Twitter. Yeah, we're in all
everywhere, baby.
In the same places, but just, a new look for the faces. That's all it is. That is all it is. So
if you don't see us, it's because you're not looking. We all in your face.
Ooh, say it again.
If you don't see us, it's because you're not looking.
Come up to the front of the altar and say it. Testify.
If you don't see us, because you're not looking. We everywhere, baby. Don't be Stevie Wonder to us. Open your eyes.
That's right, Ray Charles. That's right.
Okay. None of that.
All right, y'all.
Shout out
to
to
the
them.
next time. I've been Trist.
It's your girl Les.
And I'm Sean Madonna.
And even though the name may change, the podcast remains the same. We out, y'all.